So today I decided to use some of the makeup that my baby girl got me for Christmas. And I was so excited because I knew it was going to be amazing. You cannot go wrong with Morphe eyeshadow palettes. The pigment is rich and it blends so beautifully. And you can see I'm going in here at the corners of the eyes with that darker brown, and look at how beautifully it blends. I mean, it is like butter, okay? I wanted to really get a smoky eye look without going too dark, too heavy, because y'all know me, I love a smoky eye, okay? So for many of you, this might be a little too dark, but you can go as light or as dark as you like. I prefer a darker smoky eye. I just do. And this color right here just went on. And hello, look at me. I'm the star. So get in there and just blend, right? You can see the eyeshadows here are just top tier. I went in with that shimmery color at the lids, blending a little bit more. That's your key, okay? Just keep blending. Now we're using the new e.l.f. liquid liner, which I thought worked beautifully. Using this new L'Oreal mascara, old school mascara. You can't go wrong with this one, okay? Really, you can't. After that, we're gonna curl the real eyelashes, which is essential before applying the fakies. And now we're gonna continue with the rest of the face, adding the NARS foundation in the shade Vienna, which I love. It matches my neck perfectly, but it is a little too light compared to my shoulders, okay? So I go in after that and just bake it. Bake it with this loose powder. All you're doing is you're just pressing everything in there. You're setting it down, okay? So it don't move, it don't go nowhere, honey, hence baking. It just sets everything in. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. bronzer to warm the face up. This is crucial because now not only does it add some definition in there, right? It adds some color. It's warming up the face, which is going to make my face overall match with not just my neck, but the shoulders as well. Okay, so bronzing is pretty essential. I find, it doesn't have to be overly bronzed, but just get in there and do a little bit of something. Now we're using the Revolution blush, which I love. I put a lot, blend it out after that. I want to look like I'm blushing because my resting bitch face don't help here. Now we're going to get in there and anything that looks a little too harsh with the loose powder, I go in there and just kind of, again, blend it out. Now we're using the gorgeous Willy Wonka Golden Egg Highlighter. And I realize that's gold and the eyeshadow color is silver, but as you can see, nobody cares. And it still looks amazing. It's adding this like pop of shimmer and it looks glowy and dewy. And now we're going to finish up the look by going in with the Sephora lip liner. I've been loving the shit out of a neutral lip. Just love it. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty color. This one's wifey. Yes, ma'am. This is the color wifey. Get in there, let it dry up a little bit because it's a matte lip color. Now I'm blending out that highlighter just a little bit more. Just a little. Now we're going to use the new e.l.f. lip oil. This is the shimmer one. And I wasn't quite sure how I'd like it. And let me tell you something. e.l.f. does not disappoint yet again. This lip oil is everything. I need to buy it in every single shade before these hoarders get their hands on it and it cannot be found in stores. Now the last step is I love to use this Creme Shop. Very glittery, very shimmery loose powder. This loose powder is very different from the Born This Way. The Born This Way matches the foundation more. This one's white. Okay, it's so translucent, but I love it because it brightens up under the eye area and I have a little bit of pigmentation on the apples of my cheeks that has happened with age, okay? Probably the sun too, I don't know. But I get in there and I just lighten things up a bit. It brightens up under the eye, makes the eye look brighter and younger. And now we're just doing a once over on the look blending a little more as necessary, right? This is the key. If things look a little weird or chunky, blend, blend, blend. Okay, adding a little smidge more of that blush because I think it looks amazing on camera. And now we're going to finish it up with that beautiful silver foil color in the palette. And this just added that pop. This was the cherry on top. This was the sprinkles on top, honey, okay? Now this look was everything. It would be beautiful for New Year's Eve or for every day, honey. Look at that. Yes! This is the end of the day, and I am so exhausted. I was laying here falling asleep, and I thought, okay, time to eat dinner. I'm eating the leftover roast with the broccoli cheese casserole. And I already uploaded for Saltwater Hills Tarot, my first channel, my day job. That's done. And now I'm gonna sit here and eat. I'm gonna watch YouTube on TV, which is kind of weird, you know, considering I'm a YouTuber. And I've been a YouTuber on my other channel for 7 years. And then when I watch other people, I go, I'm a YouTuber. Oh my God, that's what I do. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys the day after Christmas. You know, it's one of those days where we're like, is Christmas over? Like today I literally had that thought like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know what I mean? It's so much hype, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's so much hype around Christmas, getting to Christmas, countdown to Christmas. And then Christmas just comes and sneaks up on our ass just like that and then dips out like immediately. Like immediately. You know what I mean? It said, girl, bye. See you when I see you. And I talked about this in one of my recent vlogs that like for some of you, some of us, this could be the last year that we are single during the holidays, which is kind of I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a scary thought. You know what I was thinking about? I saw all these videos on Instagram and they were talking about like they've come from, for example, an open all at once kind of present opening family. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have multiple people in your family, you guys just all open your presents all at one time. And those kind of people met and married, open one present at a time, one person at a time, families. And it was so hysterical because in our family, we're a one at a time, open one by one. And we've always gone by age. So the youngest goes first, right? And like, I'm thinking to myself, what if I marry into a family and they do the whole everybody at once and it's like chaos and it's like, rah! I don't know, right? Like it's gonna be shell shock for me because even now, like, you know, Jordan's like, oh mom, should we just open it at the same time? Should we just, and I'm like, no, I need to sit there and watch her so I can take pictures. And it is because she's an only child, of course, you know. I actually saw some of the most ridiculous comments in there saying how people who want to do the open one present at a time, it's not about the person opening it. It's a narcissistic trait for the person who bought the gift or something. And it's like, bro, it ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I have an only child. I enjoy seeing her open each gift to see her happy. And I take a picture of basically almost every single gift she's opened, and I've always done that. And people just be coming up with weird shit out of their ass just to try and first of all be like a self-proclaimed psychologist or whatever, okay? And it's just like not that big of a deal. Like some of us parents want to watch our kids open their presents and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? And that's not why in our family before we used to all take turns and go one by one because the person who bought it wants to be narcissistic. People just are so fucking weird. Give me a break. You know what? I started putting Laurie's seasoning salt instead of regular white table salt to my food. And and my God, it's making a huge difference. You know the broccoli cheese casserole? Oh, we love a lot of cheese. You can actually see the steam. Hot. So now my point here is, what do you guys do? What did you grow up doing? Put the comments. And what do you think about it? And would you be okay marrying into the total opposite of like what you're used to? Because you know how they say, opposites always attract. We do one by one. Chances are, oh my God. It's like the reality is setting in. That the chances are I'm probably going to marry into a family that's chaos and opens it all at the same time. Gonna be honest with you, I'm getting too old to give a shit. I'm gonna be 47 on February 4th. I'm really getting too old to give a shit. I'm telling you right now. As long as I don't marry into a family that wants to do fucking marathons on holidays, fucking turkey trot on Thanksgiving, no. Nope. I'll take chaotic open presents all at one over run a fucking marathon on the holidays. That's a hell no. Just the thought of it. You know what's so funny about that? My grandma, my mom's mom, she was a marathon runner. She ran something crazy like 7 marathons in her lifetime. And she was legit the only person in our entire family, I'm not even kidding, who ran any sort of marathon. Really ran, period. No one actually inherited that from her. That's what's funny when you think about it. No one did. But today, the day after Christmas, December 26th, as many of us sit here and go, what the hell happened? There's also this beautiful feeling because several times yesterday, Jordan just looked at me. I was like, Mama had a really good day. I was like, I did too. It's those little moments. I just got the chills. Where it's just like, I just want my baby to have a good day. And she did. We were too tired to do the gingerbread house. You may have noticed that. So we're going to do it still before the year ends, but we were just too tired to do it yesterday. Delicious big chunks of potatoes. Put in the comments what you guys had for Christmas dinner. I want to know. I want to know what you had for Christmas dinner and how your Christmas went. Yeah. That Laurie's sea salt. You know what? Because it's got other seasonings in it. I don't know why. I don't use it very often. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. Also, what kind of gifts did you buy for people, especially your kids? I'm curious. I'm curious what kind of stuff they had on their wish list. This could be your last holiday single. Really? Really? Yeah. Imagine that. Meeting a new family. Are their parents still married? Are their parents divorced? Do they do 2 separate Christmases because the parents are divorced? Do they have siblings? How many? Do they do Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Are they a sports family, right? Are they a marathon turkey trot family? One present at a time, one person at a time family, or everybody all at once, complete chaos? What kind of Christmas traditions do they have that will become your Christmas traditions? I mean, when you think about it like that, it does make you kind of emotional that there's a whole fucking family out there that literally exists. Someday, it's gonna be your family too. It does make me emotional. I love being single so much. I'm not in any rush. Been single 6 years, celibate 6 years. Literally, trust me, I'm in no rush. I love being single. Love. I think I'm too hyper independent. I've kind of like teetered that line. But I think I'm ready. You know, I'm kind of throwing in the white flag, like, okay, I think this is probably a good phase in my life to start to grow old with someone. And I love the idea and thought of that. I do. I've always imagined getting married from when I was young, like from a little girl. I've always wanted to be a bride. I don't know, something so beautiful and sacred to me about it. You know, it's the whole ceremony and the tradition of it, and like vowing to another person, like loving them so much that you vow and you say like, I vow through sickness and in health, you know, fat and skinny, you know, through thickness and thin. And death do us part, you know, just the whole fucking thing about it is just so beautiful to me. The exchanging of rings and exchanging of vows. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't take that very seriously. And, you know, they just don't. They make mistakes. They marry someone. I mean, a vow is such an important spoken thing, you know, it's binding. Spiritually, emotionally, it's binding. And I've never been married. I've never found a person yet that I want to marry. And so, you know, once I have a ring on this finger and you hear me say, hey, I'm getting married, you know, it's a really big deal. My husband's going to be stuck with me through thickness. What is it? Is it through thickness and thin? Why do I feel like I can't figure it out? I've heard it a million times in my life. Through thick and thin. No, it doesn't sound right. Maybe because I just don't care, because I'm going to make my own vows. You know, start that like tradition and make my own vow. Through sickness and health, through thickness, it just doesn't sound right. Is it through thickness? It can't be right. Look, I've got my laptop right here. It's bothering me because I know it. I say it all the time in my head. Don't worry about why I'm saying it. It's through thick and thin. Why was I adding the extra thickness? I guess I'm kind of bougie. I was adding in the extra thickness. It was unnecessary. Through thick and thin. Sickness and in health. Something so beautiful about that. When you actually find someone who really takes that shit seriously like you do, right? And until then, we continue waiting. Until I find someone that I'm like, oh, you know what? I fucks with you. I fucks with you so hard. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I vow to protect you. I vow to love you. I vow to support you. I vow to even like you on the days I don't like you. I vow to love you on the days that I don't like you. I vow to never give up on you, even when you give up on yourself. I vow to always see the best in you, to always be your biggest cheerleader, ride or die for you. To be patient with you, to give you grace, to be understanding and empathetic, but to also push you so that you can become the best version of yourself. And please vow to do the same for me. To love me unconditionally, even on my bad days. Remind me how strong I am on the days that I may forget. You know, it's such a beautiful thing to look at a person and say, that's the one. That's my person. That's the one I can't live without. That's the one that feels like they're a part of me. How beautiful is that? It's so fucking beautiful. And someday we're gonna get that. We're gonna be patient and we're gonna wait for divine timing, because maybe your person is still healing. Maybe God, universe is still working on your person. You know what I mean? Maybe they're still preparing. When you think about all the things we've all been through, we've all been through some shit. This is not a vacation. We come here to sort through shit and to learn our karmic lessons. And maybe your person is still doing that. So isn't that part of being a loving, supportive partner, is to give your partner that space and that grace to prepare for you, you know? What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful gift that they're going to give you. It will be the gift of them loving themselves. And because they love themselves, they're going to know how to love you properly. And you must do the same. You got to love you. Because if you don't love you, you're not going to know what it looks like. You won't know what love is. And this is why I say I've never been in love, because I loved men deeply. I cared for them deeply, but I didn't love me in those moments of my life. So I didn't know what love looked like. I didn't know what it was. I knew what trauma bonding was. I knew what physical attraction was. I knew what abusive love was. I knew what putting all your eggs in one basket and hoping and praying for potential was. I don't know what it is to be in love with a person while in love with me. That's true love. To meet a person who loves the fuck out of themselves, who's gone through their shit, and you have too. See, that's the thing. I've never experienced that because I've never been this version of myself before. And the version of me before didn't know any better. So she accepted shit and crumbs and abuse. And this version of me would never. But I will recognize love now. Healthy, high vibrational, divine, heaven sent love. I'll recognize it because I know what it looks like now, because I see it when I look in the mirror. See what I bring to the table? My husband's going to be pretty fucking lucky because I come to the table ready. I come to the table tempered, not perfect. I come to the table ready to love unconditionally. I'm ready to choose, to say, this is the one I want to be with for the rest of my life. And I'll keep waiting however long it's going to take. I mean, I'm already 46, honey. And what happens if I never meet the one? I've thought about that. I think I'll just go be an old hoe. Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls, honey. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'll do exactly what I'm doing now, living my best life. Because my life is so fulfilled now, without a man. But in any case, this is the day after Christmas. And I'm just rambling at this point now. I'm tired. I'm going to finish eating this. I'm going to edit this vlog. And yeah, I hope you guys had a beautiful Christmas. I hope you had a beautiful day after Christmas. I need to go and get that nail fixed. Remember the trauma of it that happened during my girls' night vlog that I did, preparing for girls' night? Thank God she didn't rip completely off the nail bed. She did here. Oh, it's kind of gross to show you, but it wasn't bleeding or anything, but it's that part, like if you have fake nails that grow out long, you know what I mean? It's like the meat in that area down there. So thankfully she can be fixed. And I don't know what color I'm going to do next. I want to do something fun for New Year's Eve to ring in the new year. We're going to be leaving all the bullshit in 2024. I'm not taking that shit with me in 2025. I'm not. And I'm excited to clean out the house. I know we just moved here. Wow, it's been 4 months already. But I feel like shit's been accumulating. And when we moved here, I made that promise, like we're not going to keep shit in this house that we don't fucking need. So I'm going to really make it a priority to clear out all the junk in drawers and in the pantry and in my closet. I want to go through it again. We regularly go through our closet to donate stuff. And because I've lost so much weight recently, there's a lot of clothes that I can donate. I don't like to donate jeans because I find jeans are really hard to like replace. Like a shirt, you know what I mean? Like if it's just a t-shirt or a jacket or something, sometimes I'm just like, ah. But jeans can be really hard sometimes because they don't make it anymore. And so if I lose weight or gain weight, I get nervous. I learned my lesson of giving those clothes, those sizes away. I tend to keep them now. But I want to clean out the house to ring in the new year. All right, you guys, thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being a part of this new channel, my lifestyle vlog channel that I've been wanting to do for quite a few years. Let me know what you guys want me to do more of. You want me to do more story time like this, talk stories? You want me to do more mukbangs? You want me to do cook with me's, bake with me? You want me to do more shopping hauls, shop with me? Let me know in the comments, okay, you guys? I love you. Bye.